He's as nimble as he's ever been. So there's not one bloke in that side you would think would give it away. But then if you look at the Bellpost Hill side, you would start to think, well, Steve McLeod, I know he's just crossed this year, but he's getting to a stage where maybe a little bit older. Nick Popovski's still playing good footy, so I don't think he'll consider it. But who's the other one was looking at? Oh, Trav Ferguson, Trav's had trouble with his back for a number of years.
He'll go again.
He's just that nimble and that type of bloke that can keep going round. So it's...
I'm not sure about Sam Clark. He may not play.
I suppose injury would be the only thing that would turn him away against the game, because you can keep getting injuries and it does take its toll on your body and everything else, but you've got to be able to keep coming back year after year and fronting up to a pre-season. So
what about Briggy? He must be well over 30, Briggy.
Oh, I've got no idea.
He'd be 32 or 33, I suspect.
Maybe a touch older.
He might be a touch older, but that's the thing.
He's not built like a...
No, but they win today. He may. They lose today. That's the thing too, isn't it? Finish it off the way you want to, he might think about it, but if they don't, he's probably going to be coming back next year.
But the scary thing about it is the depth, because their seconds got through in the finish.
Absolutely.
Their under-18s won it again.
And their seconds had a lot of young players.
I saw a couple out there.
Paranov and Hollands and Morton and, young blokes and Gasper and a a few others.
Well, Lansbury Lowe, he won a
Lansbury Lowe,
2 or 3 years back.
Yeah.
So they got
Podner in the under-18s.
If he plays.
That's what I mean. They've got some depth as well, haven't they?
I tell you, there was a kid out there who impressed me today. I think his old man's got to get him teach him how to kick properly, but when he does, young Luke Swinnerson played a pretty good game, and I think he'll go all the way into this side as well.
Corey Elmer's a good footballer in under-18s. Charlie Farrell's a good footballer in their under-18 side. The Slade Gilmore played really well in their half-back line. They got some good kids still coming through. Don't worry about that.
And that's the thing, and I think we spoke during the season about that, between when Doggy's been able to recruit some players that he needed to have, plus use the juniors that they've always had, and pull them together.
Well, I think he's been able to. I think he said he's only played 3 or 4 of their under-18 side today, but Corio had used 7 of their kids in senior football during the course of the year. So that means that Barry O'Toole is now
so he's
doing
got
that same
Blake
thing.
Miller, and he's got a few others in this team now playing consistent football.
Oh yeah,
that he's been able to.
Lockie Wright, there you go.
Right,
and they're kids, and they're learning the game.
Yeah, and you look at that team there as they stand in front of us now with the national anthem. I mean, half that team played under-18 footy.
Jared Bryant, Benny
Luke
Bryant.
Parker, Luke
Well, there's
Regan.
one that may not go on.
Who?
I reckon this could possibly be Jared Bryant's last game.
Why?
Well, his body's just buggered. Spoke to his mum last week. She believes it'll be his last game.
Okay.
Well, that'd be a shame.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got his hips are in awful trouble. He may have to have artificial hips put in. And look, as far as his mum's going, if his mum has any say in it, this is his last game. But who listens to them?
That's exactly right.
Play for as long as you can, mate. You can always get hips later on in life.
We've had the national anthem, and both sides out onto the ground. We're just about ready for the start of the first term here at St Albans Reserve.
The first quarter brought to you by Buckley.
Yeah, Chief Tosser.
Yes, the chief tosser's out there, Dick Philpott.
Well, you know what worries me? You know what worries me the most? That I reckon they could lose the coin in his big fat fingers. That's what worries me the most.
So Derek Fitzsimmons out there, Joel Page and Cam Addy coming out as well.
He might have to put it on a bat, like a 2 up and do it like that. Otherwise, it'll just bounce off his fat fingers. Oh, look at him.
So he's out in the middle with the coin. Oh, come on, for God's sake.
Come on, tosser.
Doesn't take that much, does it?
Let him pick it up, though. I want to see
what a weak as water toss. Bounce off his stomach and bounce onto the ground.
So
they're going to do it again.
No, post still. Oh, and they're going to the northern end. So that's interesting. Well, they've done the Trent Cotchin.
Well, maybe, I don't know.
Look, traditionally it does go to the south. It does swirl around a bit on this ground, but gee, I don't know about you, but it's always a bit of a... Is there a slightly downhill thing to the southern end? I don't know. It always seems to be that
didn't play any part in any game today.
Well, the breeze has actually moved a little bit around and is going towards the outer side. So good for Grubby. We'll have most of the game on the outer side, so we'll be able to see it all.
Great.
But interesting decision by Cam Addy and Joel Page to win the toss and kick to the northern end in the first term. So we'll see what happens.
Get off the ground, turtle!
Yeah, we get all the boffins off the ground to be all right.
What's Greg Welsh doing out there?
They're all there for a free lunch.
God, he's probably done a you lad. He's probably had 3 of them. Welsh, he's a true sponger, he is.
So big crowd here today, as we said, waiting for this game between North Geelong and Bellpost Hill. Bellpost Hill going for their 4th grand final victory in 7 years, and the Magpies looking to make it back-to-back. Two dominant sides of the season.
Do you pick who you're going for yet, Smithy?
I told you, Bellpost
He
Hill.
said
Okay.
Bellpost Hill.
Jason hasn't.
Hasn't he?
I think the Panthers, actually.
Go on the Panthers.
I think
2-1
Bellpost Hill
against
just. Yeah, well, we couldn't be 2-1 in favour of you.
No, well, I guess not, but I think I've
But you
got-
know what? I actually am before. I think Bellpost Hill, but I reckon it'll be a draw. I reckon we'll be back next week. I reckon it's
We
that
don't play
close.
extra time.
Well, I tell you
No,
what.
no extra time in the grand final.
Oh,
no
don't
extra
you
time.
start.
I've got,
No
I've got a
extra
fair bit
time.
of work to do around the yard next
Don't
week.
you
so-
start. That
Well,
big
you better,
fat- that
you,
big
bet,
fat
you better
priest-
get a boy in. You better get a boy in.
That big idiot said this morning on the footy, we're going to play 12. I said, no, we're not.
You better get a boy in, Dale. You might need one.
I tell you what, you could be right, Jason. Anyone who's got holidays in that book next week, be ready to unbook them because it can happen.
Well, remember when it did happen, Grubby? Oh, the amount of people 10 years ago.
2004.
That's right. Yeah.
Who won that replay?
I
Can
don't
you
know
remember?
who did. Who was it? Oh, it was pretty comprehensive too, I think.
Might have been the green and gold, I
It
think.
might have been. We're Rupi.
Oh, umpires. Who are
Umpires,
they?
yes. No, umpires are same.
Nachos.
Same bloke.
Nachos.
Guanaccio,
Hang on.
Manane,
They're in here somewhere.
McDonald, Guanaccio and Manane. Would that be right?
I think you're right, actually.
They're the same three we had a couple of weeks ago.
Steve McDonald, Nick Manane, Steve Ganaccia.
Oh, I'm good, aren't I?
Ganach.
Hey, I'm the new accurate one. We'll get rid of Ronnie Brain forever. I think I'm the new accurate one.
Boundaries, Kelsey Tellis, Matthew Barmby, Jake Hamilton, James Brayshaw. And the goals, Tim Neville, Cody Espig and Aaron Ritchie's emergency.
Well, Steve
There you
Ricketts
go.
going back to Justin Tarr.
So Schwennerson starting in the ruck.
Well, so
that's
much for playing Rickett in the ruck as he was doing the ruck warm-ups. Obviously, he'll go in there at some stage.
Just maybe a bit of a different start for the Magpies with Kane Schwennerson in there against Ren Lovett.
Not sure I like that matchup, but I love Rickett down back. That's where he plays his best footy.
Catnatty forward too. That's interesting.
Start of the first term.
So who's got Briggy?
2014 GDFL Grand Final. North Geelong and Bellpost Hill.
McNamara.
Yep.
Lovett and Schwennerson. Schwennerson goes straight up into Lovett and puts him out of the play. Fitzsimmons gets the first kick. A hold, said the umpire. And Bellpost Hill will take the free kick. The first one of the grand final. And obviously Kane Schwennerson's job is to rough up Ren Lovett. He's running with him all the way. Pisano's going to take the first clear kick. Goes towards centre half forward over the back. And Hutchinson takes the mark for North Geelong. So centre half back, northern end of the ground, takes the mark. Called to play on now. Wants to go to the outer side. Does so towards centre wing. Long kick to DeSanto on a long lead. Sits for him okay on centre wing. Wants to double back on the right foot. Bends it high. Back towards Hardman. Has to sit under it for a fortnight. Goes up against a couple. Falls to the side of the pack. Bellpost Hill with the numbers. Pisano, quick kick out of the pack. Left foot kick. Round the corner, close to the boundary line. Don't think Turner can keep it in. Can't do so. Boundary throw in outer side. Centre wing. So Lovett coming across Rickett. So that lasted all of a minute.
Yeah.
Kane Schwennerson in the ruck. Because Rickett's right next to him now. So just to rough him up at the centre bounce. Rickett gets the tap down to the back of the pack. Parker measures the pass towards DeSanto. Takes the mark. Slick handball outboard. Magpies are running. Fitzsimmons, right foot kick. Inside 50. McNamara gets across in front of Briggy. Close to the boundary line. Briggy keeps the pressure on. And it's off hands and out of bounds for a throw-in. 30 around from the North Geelong goal. And we'll have a throw-in. Lovett comes down with Rickett. Schwennerson's gone back. Boundary throw in. Kick around the corner quick from right towards the hot spot. Briggy's there. Holds off McNamara. Falls to the front. Pittman. Briggy. Kick around the corner to the 10 metre square. Under pressure the Panthers in defence. Got the numbers. Pisano does nicely. Just settles it down. Short little kick. Fantella under pressure from Ben Bryant. Takes the mark. Wants to play on quickly. Does so now. Kick over towards Zulix at half back. He takes the mark. Bellpost Hill just want to try and bring it back inboard. Short little kick. Steve McLeod under pressure. DeSanto right next to him. Ball spills free. Bryant's in there. Jared and McLeod comes to the back. Dan Key 55 out. Goes with a kick towards Clark. Goes out there and takes the mark on a stretch in front of Welv and will shoot for goal from 35 out. 45 degree angle. Dan Key again, Grub.
Yeah,
He's good use of the footy, isn't he?
Yeah, I just wish Stephen McLeod had worked a little bit harder in the pack then too. I think he's just
Clark kicks and has missed and through for one behind. The first score of the grand final is a behind to North Geelong. Bell Post Hill yet to score. 3 minutes played. First turn Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So Lima best on ground so far. Takes the kick out from full back and kicks out wide. Goes towards centre wing. Going across. Stevie Rickett read that flight well. So he's back in the game, man.
Now he's best on ground.
Yeah, he certainly is. He kicks the ball into the half-forward line in front. Good, strong mark. And Poposkis, he's done so much during the course of the finals, just pings off the opposition attacks and goes back towards centre wing, but he kicked it straight back to Stevie Rickett. Sees the ball towards the boundary line. Went back to Parker. Good pressure from Turner. Kicks the ball, and it's gone out of bounds on the full, I think. Resulting free kick goes to Bell Post Hill. So it's out on the far side of the ground. It's going to be Lima once again, who's got the ball in his hand. This goes along the boundary line towards centre wing. Players up, no one takes a mark, although I think hit Barton on the chest and it came out again quickly. Players now converge, and it's going to have to be a ball up because it's not going to come out of there with a number of players around the ball. So the umpire comes in on centre wing and will bowl up position. It's going to be Lovett going up for the ruck work, gets the ball down. Again, there's a number of players around, picked up there by Hardman. Got the handball free, but it's gone back into a congestion of players. And the umpire again is going to come in and take possession. A number of players around this contest on the far side of the ground. Lovett and also Rickett. Ball comes down, picked up by Hardman. He's tackled, brought to ground. Ball runs to the boundary lines. This time instead of a ball up, we're going to have a throw in. Similar position on the ground. Both sides still filling each other out a little bit. Hasn't been any open space from the runners present, but hopefully the game will open up and see some good football this afternoon. So the ball with Lovett. Ball towards the boundary line once again. Picked up, Rickett had it, then released it. And again, the ball's gone over the boundary line, so we'll take three. We've gone nearly 5 minutes into the first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard sees North Geelong a solitary point. Bell Post Hill yet to score.
So Lovett and Rickett resume ruck duties, out of side, centre wing. Boundary umpire throws the ball back in. Lovett uses the big right hand. Handball over the top from Steve McLeod. Barton, slick handball to Page, missed the target, couldn't pick it up. North Geelong harass. Pack develops just inside the centre square at centre wing. Umpire says play on. Pisano, that was a throw. The umpire said play on, didn't see it. Comes back towards Lentini on centre wing. Right foot kick over the shoulder. North Geelong with the numbers. No mark taken. Barton front and centre. The big fella did well. Over the back, Parker will read it the better and take
he'll
the mark.
that in his sleep.
And he played. Oh, he thought about playing. He just got legged as he was getting up, so he couldn't keep going. So Parker chips the ball over the top. Got Hutchinson at half back. Takes the mark. Just settles the play down. Plays on now, wants to switch the play. Dangerous across half back, goes towards Darcy Eales. It's a good kick. Takes it out in front of Dylan Whitney. Chips the ball back inboard. Dan Key's got it. Just controlling the play at half back, the Magpies here. Not much to kick to. The lead's on. It's a good kick to Woods in a different role as well. And plays on now. Wanted to give it back to Key. And he was surrounded though. So there he goes to Ben Bryan on centre wing. Takes the mark. Just controlling it. He goes with a right foot kick long to centre half forward to Sano. Oh, used the body. Then got a hold.
Could have got a free.
Should have got a free. Now Zulik's handball back towards Baseley. Played for a free kick. Didn't get one. Pittman in there as well. Fighting hard for it. Lockie right. It's at half forward for North Geelong. Pack develops. Umpire will come in and ball it up. One behind North. Bell Post Hill yet to score. We played 6.5 minutes first term. Ball up. Lovett. Rickett coming from the same side. Both get a hand to it. Dan Key leaves it for Hardman. Wrapped up Pisano doing the job on Hardman. Hardman's second effort was good. Tried to slick the handball out towards right. Running back towards the centre circle. Gives it away to Jared Bright. Came from the wrong side. Didn't see him. And that'll be a free kick to Bell Post Hill to Rob Wood. So he called the play on now, wants to switch the play. One step Wood goes towards Steve McLeod. Takes the mark, tries to draw a player. Wants to go the kick in the end towards half forward Tar. Got a couple against him. Turner front and centre. Over the top Lentini. Gives it away to Page. 45 out and closing. Right foot kick, open goal square. Misses.
Oh, that was a magnificent bump on Big Tar. That's nearly cleaned him right up, and he's still down, Tari.
One behind a piece, 7.5 minutes played, first term, Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So ball in the full-back position, kicks out wide, and it's going to be Kane Swennerson with the ball, back pocket for North Geelong, plays on now, comes towards the half-back flank, hits Darcy Eales. He's playing on a big job there today on Whitney, so if he can keep him quiet all day, he's done a good job. Eels goes backwards, and we'll find Bryant. So Jared Bryant has Van Creeken further afield. Kick wasn't good. Had plenty of time to hit the target, plenty of time to pick it up, and he goes inside now. He had to be accurate. Wood makes the contest. Ball comes down. Lockie Wright's there with McLeod. Wright picks the ball up, a little handball to Heiss. Heiss gives it further afield to Fitzsimmons. He's put the ball down. It's now picked up by player in Key, is it? Working through the middle of the ground. He's tackled by Fantella and brought down, and the umpire now comes in and takes possession of the ball.
Fitzsimmons a bit quiet early. Doggy Ryan reckons he's a better player than Festuca. He is kidding himself.
So the ball thrown up on the middle of the ground. Ball is tapped down. Hands and knees. Fitzsimmons dragged off it. There's the ball underneath him. He's going to be in trouble here.
No, ball up.
It's okay. No chance to get rid of the ball. So again, the umpire to come in and take possession. Lovett doing the ruck work up against Blake Miller. Both players get a touch on the ball. Ends up in the hands of Fitzsimmons.
There he
left foot.
comes.
Kicks round his body and goes towards the half-forward line. Sulix does well on PJ DeSando. Goes back and collects it. Handball wasn't effective. Umpire saw it, said it was a throw. Resulting free kicks goes to DeSanto. He's got the ball. Goes quickly. A little short kick over the top, and Fitzsimmons pushing forward has taken the mark. Now just inside 50. Goes quickly to Key. Key looking for the target out wide. It's Clark. Went for the half volley, couldn't pick it up, taken.
Got him right.
Oh, umpire allowed it to go. Said it was okay, said the umpire. Now at ground level, Bell Post Hill emerged with the ball, but only as far as Dan Key again. Kicks back towards the square, going towards Parker. He's drifted forward. Wells with him. Handballs outside the first one, who started on the bench, which is again surprising. Did it last week. Comes on now and swings. Goes and hits McLeod at centre half back. Handball goes out wide. McNamara loads up and goes long towards centre wing. Whitney's the target. With him is Wright, I think, out there now, so they might be swapping roles. And Eels having a run on the ball, but it's picked up. Goes one way, knows his left foot, needs it, can't get the handball away, so good pressure by the North Geelong side. Little kick off the ground, ends up with Eels. Just a hand over to right there, but he's got away with it, goes into the forward line, over the back of the pack. Pittman can't take the mark. Limer's with him, taps the ball in front of himself. Picked up there by McLeod, tackles the ball along. Man, it's North Geelong through Van Creeken, releases the ball to Parker, stops, props, little quick look, dart-like kick, couldn't hit the target, wasn't bad, didn't miss by much. Coming in doing some heavy work. Noah Popovsky picked up by DeSanto, kicks round the corner, going towards Clark, stands underneath it, and Sam Clark takes the mark. So Sam Clark has another opportunity to kick the first goal for North Geelong. It's a lot easier than his first shot. So from about 15 metres out, 45-degree angle, a good look from where we sit. Looks at goal, and I tell you what, he's pushed it across the face. Oh no, she's coming back.
That's what happened to me in the seconds. That's a goal.
It's a goal.
They're hard to judge.
Hey, it must have gone through and then started to drift, but it's 1-7 for North Geelong. And Bell Post Hill on one solitary behind. We've played nearly 11 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard.
I think there's one thing Gurge has got to pick up on is you can't stop Fitzsimmons getting a lot of positions. What you can stop him doing is drifting into the forward line on his own. You have to go with him when he goes into that forward line. Otherwise, he'll create havoc down there. He'll give goals away and he'll kick them himself.
Very Festuca like he was there. Back to the middle. Miller goes up against Addy in the ruck. Fitzsimmons gets it away towards Key at half forward. Controls the footy and gives away to Hardman, then to Van Creeken. The left foot is in play. He's wrapped up. He drops the footy. That's a throw. The umpire said he handballed it.
Well, he paid the other one, didn't he?
Ash Whitney gives it away quickly to the sergeant on the ground. Carter goes from centre wing to half forward. Cool. Turner used the body and pushed it. He gets the handball up towards Barton. He's wrapped up. Handball back to Turner. Working hard at half forward. Back to Barton. Goes with the right foot kick now. 55 out. Right foot has missed and through. 4-1 behind. They double their score. The Panthers go to 2 behinds. North Geelong 1-1-7. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard. 12 minutes played.
I reckon he used his hands to push him, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Use your body or otherwise it's a free kick.
So the fullback position, Jared Bryant doing the kicking in, goes to the far side of the ground. Outside, went looking for Hardman, didn't take the mark, picked up there, or was trying to be picked up there by Whitney, and Hardman goes back and collects it, handballs over the top, Van Creeken, who turns and on the left foot goes towards centre wing. Kick was good and out in front. Mark wasn't taken there by DeSanto. Sulik's able to hold the ball up now. Over the top to DeSanto, looking to the umpire for a free kick. It's been allowed to go on. The ball ends up with Van Creeken again, who's pushed forward, kicks into the half-forward line. Parker now on the half-forward line, so he's had an early switch. Goes one way, then back on the right foot. Now watch for this delivery. Goes in long, goes looking towards Briggy. Briggy's in front. Good work, McNamara. Spoils from behind. Taps it towards the boundary line. Picked up by Briggy. Got round one. Trying to get round the second one. Handball comes up only as far as McNamara. His kick is smothered. It goes backwards. Now Lime is there to support. Key dives on top of the ball. He's held up, and the umpire now will come in and say it's going to be a ball up in the forward pocket, 10 metres around from the behind post.
They're doing better around the bottom of the packs. Belpost Hill are losing the footy.
Aren't they?
Yeah, North Geelong are bringing it out.
So Addy doing the ruck work against Blake Miller. Ball is tapped back outside or towards their 50. Picked up there by Wright. He's taken high. No, it's not. It's over the boundary line. So another ball in from the umpire. So heading towards their forward 50.
Have a look at that crowd, will you? They are chock-a-block.
So the ball now tapped down. Goes to the half-forward line. Picked up there by Bryant, who tried to force his way through. Taken in a tackle. And it's going to be called to a ball up by the umpire. Inside their forward 50. Addy doing the ruck work. Both players missed the ball. Whitney gets the handball over the top to McLeod, who goes out wide. Barton leads up well in front of Reynolds. Takes the mark. Looking to go further afield. A short kick along the boundary line. Page didn't take the mark. Good pressure from behind by Matheson, and the ball again runs over the boundary line.
Them flags are going the other way now, Smithy. Look.
Yeah, I know.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
So ruck contest. Miller gets the ball out the back. Running towards it, DeSando jumps on top of the ball, or Matheson is it? Ball's now picked up, and again, the numbers there were with, and there's a free kick, says the umpire, for a throw. And it's going to be Bell Post Hill ball. Umpire says that's coming back because the wrong player has taken the kick. Turn is going to be the recipient.
Just let it go a little bit, boys. It's a grand final.
So Luke Turner with the ball. Had the roll on. Luke Parker early in the first quarter. It was a tagging roll. He decides now to go long into the half-forward line. In front, Barton held off his opponent, then went and tried to mark the ball, went and collected it again, tackled, brought to ground, and the umpire now will come in again and take possession of the ball inside forward 50. Matheson, the last one to leave the ground. Ball thrown up in that area. Barton just taps it forward. Again, number of players around the contest. Whitney, who gets the ball out, kicked off the ground, back towards the centre. Leading up for the balls to Sando. Can't trap it the first time. Handball outside was good. Van Creeken went towards Fitzsimmons. He was tackled. Released the ball. Again, some numbers there required. It's going to be the numbers with Sulik of Bell Post Hill, who kicks the ball into the half-forward line. Tar coming out to meet the ball. Got a bad bounce. The second one was also bad. Went back. He collected it. Handball back towards Wood. Chuck off one step. Went to the goal square.
I reckon he's got it.
Has kicked a goal. He does his best work up 1 foot, Rob Wood. And he's got the first goal for Bell Post Hill. They now move to 1-2-8. They lead North Geelong on 1-1-7. 15 and a half minutes gone. First quarter, Buckley's first quarter. Yep.
Was that it, was it? Were you going to finish what you were saying?
I was, but I forgot what I was going to say.
I was looking for Matheson. You said he left the ground. I thought he might have went home, but bit of a scrambly goal, but the first goal's always very, very handy. Tari was a bit lucky. Then you're right. He got a bad bounce, and then it bounced back the other way into a good bounce. So a little bit lucky. But I reckon they need a lot today out of Tar and Barton. They have to get both out of them too, otherwise the ball's going to keep coming back.
Back to the middle. Rickett up against Addy. Addy gets it down. Rickett might do the roving. He picks it up in the contest and gets a kick away. Key sits and waits. Oh, beautiful little tap to DeSano. 70 out from goal, goes to the leader, Briggy. Parker comes across it well. Fursland, he just straight line the footy.
Oh, he didn't see him.
He got rid of it towards half-back. Lentini ran into Fantella, their teammates. DeSano surrounded, gets the handball out beautifully to Eels, doing some grunt work. Goes long to the full forward, Clark from behind. Pushed
that's
off the
a free
football.
kick.
Fitzsimmons comes in, ball pushed through for one behind to North Geelong. So they go to 1-2-8, the Magpies. They Bell Post Hill 1-2-8 as well. So
can I change me?
No, 17 minutes played, first term.
You knew what I was going to say.
Change your pick?
Yeah.
No. Why?
DeSanto. He's going to kill him, I think.
Lima from fullback plays on, goes outside 50. Hold, said the umpire, against Bell Post Hill. North Geelong to take it. And Jared Bryant with the football. Point of the centre square at half forward. Drives it long to full forward. Clark at the back. Goes up early. No mark. McNamara at the front. Briggy puts the tackle on. Ball still in there. The umpire will come in and ball it up. 30 out from the North Geelong goal.
Could have been the mark of the year.
He went early,
Could have been. But he didn't actually interfere with anybody,
No,
so the
he
umpire
didn't,
made
no.
the right decision.
Ball up, 30 out. Magpies into attack. Ball comes to the side. Zulix, bit of candy, did nicely. Goes with a right foot kick out towards half back. Oh, good mark by, might be Reynolds, I think.
It is.
So Reynolds for North Geelong towards Heath. He takes the mark. At centre half forward, drives it long towards the full forward. Briggy from behind. McNamara in front. Got the better of him at the moment, McNamara. Doing nicely. Wants to chip the ball. Dangerous kick to Welve. Under pressure, but got away from Key. Got the kick away towards half back. Addy on a long lead. Sits for him okay. Turned around before he had it. Now he picks it up. Kick towards centre wing with distance and good play to the Sergeant. Carter takes the mark towards centre half forward. Over the back, Matho comes at it. Matheson wrapped up by Page. Drops the footy, then picks it up again. Handballs it to Reynolds. Back to whence it came on half back. Over the head of Ben Bryant. Will it sit for him? Before he can keep, I don't think he can keep it in. He can't. And it will be a boundary throw in. Out of side between wing and half forward for the Panthers.
So that would have been a dangerous switch, but they had Geordie High sitting in the middle there. If they had got it out to him, look out.
19 minutes played, 1-2-8 apiece. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
So ball is thrown in. Cametti doing the ruck work. Gets it down to the front of the contest again. Goes towards the boundary line. Picked up there by Baseley, who tried to sell it to the umpire. It was Pisano, I think it was.
Tried to denooch him, didn't he?
He did. So again, the ball in will take place in between wing and half forward this time. Belpo still attacking in. Rickett holds his ground, takes it out of the ruck, kicks into their half forward line. Sulik's behind, can't take the mark. Behind, in this distance was Fursland. He's taken off the ball there well by Fitzsimmons, wasn't it? I think it was. And now he goes back after and takes the tackler. And he's going to be asked to ball it up, the umpire. It's going to be a throw-in up in between their wing and half forward line. So Dylan Whitley yet to get himself involved in the game of football, which is surprising at this early stage. But
well, he is one of the ones that's above ordinary when he plays his best.
Yeah. So they've got him forward at the moment. So the ball is taken in the ruck contest. Lentini kicks it around the body with the one along the ground and it's run over the boundary line once again. So we've gone out of bounds again. So we've gone to 20 minutes, first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard. 1 goal, 2 apiece. Belpost Hill and North Geelong.
They'll throw in. Centre wing, out of side. Addy up against Rickett. And he gets it down to the side. Key wrapped up, not going anywhere. Pack develops around him. And the central umpire leaving it for the ball to come out. It's trying hard to. It does in the end. Van Creeken gets a kick around the corner towards half forward. Fitzsimmons led to the ball by Zulix, pushed him in the back, and Zulix will take the free kick for Belpost Hill.
Well, I think he's Belpost Hill's best easily at the moment, Zulix.
Yeah, been good. Plenty of the football. Gives it away by Handel-Antini. Runs back into trouble a bit. Chips the ball up. Might be okay. And it is Joel Page takes the mark. Centre wing on the outer side. Drives it back towards centre half forward. Good kick too. Rickett got a hand to it though for North Geelong. Eels, roves it. Handballs to nobody in particular. DeSano bowls him over. Van Creeken comes in. Got to play the ball, not the man. He taps it towards Heath. He can't take it. Now Parker. He's in. He handballs it up to Key. Runs free at 55. Long kick, open goal square. Clark back, running back with the fly of the footy. Might let it bounce. Falls back towards Clark. Will it sit for him the second time? He kicks it over.
I knew he was going to try something sensational.
Puts it through for one behind. His second behind. He's got 1-2. North Geelong have got 1-3. Belpost Hill have got 1-2. And we've played 21.5 minutes in the first term.
Lima quickly from full back. It's found Fantella. Comes further afield. We're looking for Lovett. Oh, nearly got the North Geelong.
Well, that's
there.
a free kick.
Backwards and he's gone hard at the ball again. Taps it up to Carter. Carter missed his target in Fursland. Briggy tries to sweep it back between his legs. Picked up by Lovett again. Got the handball away. Benny Bryant overruns it. Fursland's allowed to go back and collect it. Little short kick wasn't good. And he hits Stevie Rickett right in the chest. So Rickett's also been a good contributor for the North Geelong side so far. Parker running free by himself at the half forward line. The kick's good and he hits him on the chest. Doesn't change stride. Asking for someone to come at him. Takes him on at the half forward. Kicks long. Goes towards the goal square. No one back there. Which way will the ball bounce? It favours DeSanto. Take it. Tackled well. Brought to ground. Ball not coming out. And quickly the umpire's in. And will be another ball up in that position. Only 20 metres out from the North Geelong goal. Quick ball up by the umpire. Pittman had the chance to take it out of the air. Picked up by Fitzsimmons. Kicked round his body. And unfortunately can't bring it back far enough. and through for another minor score. So 1 goal 4 to North Geelong, 1 goal 2 to Bell Post Hill.
Blood rule.
And we have travelled 22.5 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment first quarter scoreboard.
Trav Fursland with the blood rule to come off.
Well, I don't reckon he'd be new to that.
No.
The way he goes in
He
hard
would
after the
have seen a
footy.
little bit of it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I reckon so.
His own and others.
So we got the Red Cross blood rule.
Yeah.
like the and speaking about AFL, join in the chorus and sing it one and all. We got an editorial today for us from Geelong.
I didn't want to go a second week, but Jordan Murdoch can't play.
I'll tell you what, I reckon they should be looking for another coach.
Oh, jeez.
As soon as Zeeble went down forward, who in their right mind would put Varco on him? That cost them.
Lima kicks it in towards McNamara, one-on-one with Wright. Wright got a hand to it. McNamara pushed him away from the football, and then he tries to pick it up. He needs some help. Wright did pretty well. Needs some support. They bowl it up. That's a win to North Geelong, I think. Lockie Wright did pretty nicely against Bo McNamara there.
In a one-on-one contest in the air, you would probably back Macca every single time. So it is a win. It's a fantastic win for Lockie Wright and North.
Ball up, right half forward for the Magpies. Love it. Gets it down. Fitzsimmons. Now Ben Bryant to come on to it. Pisano. Straight lined at Ben Bryant. Straight to the middle and hurt himself as well as he went head first in.
Too.
Now Pack's still around there. And
I hope that's not one of his hips we were talking about earlier.
That's his belly run.
That's his
Jared.
belly.
It's Jared, is it?
So he's okay. He's out of the hands of the trainers. And it's a ball up.
Hardest part of him was hit anyway. It's on his head.
Still half forward for the Magpies. Through the middle. McLeod did nicely to Pisano. Got the kick away. Only as far possibly as Wright, who can pick it up and drill it back towards half forward. I love it. Just sticks the hands up and takes the mark. Still at half back for the Panthers. He wants to play on now. He goes along with the kick towards centre wing. From behind, punched away by Matheson. Ball in dispute in the middle of the ground. Which way's it going to bounce? Hutchison comes through, does nicely. Needs some support now because he's on hands and knees. Got to push in the back. The umpire said, yep.
Well, they stepped on him
stepped
in the
on
back.
him
They
and they
pushed him
punched
in the
him
back
and
and they fell on his
they
back.
did.
Guess what? It's in the back.
So Hutchison goes towards Heath, but Pisano's there 2-on-1. Parker been influential already. The Norm Smith up for grabs. Left foot kick short towards Pittman, and he takes the mark. 55 out from goal directly in front. Lays it off to Parker, who goes to the leader, Clark. And right next to him, Popovsky, close to the boundary line. Clark happy to see it over. Left forward pocket, 25 around from the North Geelong goal. They lead 1-4-10. Bell Post Hill 1-2-8. 25 minutes played first term.
So the ball thrown in that position in the forward pocket. Pittman does the ruck work, comes down. Hardman, good clean, pick up at his boot laces, kicks round his body again and tries to bring it back, but it won't come back far enough. It's out of bounds in the full.
Is anybody going to tell anybody that this side of the ground's the attacking side?
Well, that's where I reckon they should be coming from.
It's that strong wind blowing straight across the ground, I reckon. So Lima now, he has the ball in that full-back position. He plays on and gets a little bit of ground, goes towards the half-back line. Turner was a target. He got the ball, but unfortunately was outside the boundary line. So there's going to be another throw-in outside their forward 50. So between the half-forward line and centre wing, ruck contest to take place. Rickett doing the ruck work against Lovett. Ball comes down front of the contest. Again, running back towards the boundary line, and again it's been tapped over the boundary line. Another position for the umpire, possession I should say. And a ball in to be taking place. Tell you what, the North Geelong runners will be just as tight as the players by the end of the day, I reckon.
Oh, every week. He's unreal, isn't he?
So the ball is picked up out of that contest and kicked back towards the boundary line. Unfortunately, it has gone out of bounds on the full, so resulting free kicks going to Bell Post Hill. So it's just outside defensive 50. Whitney on the left foot, goes towards centre wing, goes looking for McLeod. Held good position, tapped it along the boundary line, and again the ball's run over the boundary line.
Anybody who's at Torquay, come over and see a good game. Geelong Amateurs 7-2-44, lead Ocean Grove yet to score.
Yeah, but we knew that was going to happen, didn't we?
Yeah, well.
That's why there's 72,008 people here.
So again, ball on half-forward line.
Mind you, this ain't the best game I've seen either, just yet. It will be, though.
So picked up, clearance from North Geelong, go to the half-forward line. Lima read it well, handball, so across to the Sergeant. Sergeant Carter goes back, hits Page, went back to Lima, put him under pressure. He's able to get the ball away. Unfortunately, umpire says it was illegal, and it's going to be a free kick to North Geelong. Player out there, Derek Fitzsimmons looking for the ball, is it? Or is it
DeSando.
DeSando. So DeSando now. No, it's not, it's Fitzsimmons. He kicked the ball into the half-forward line. He's going to DeSando. He's up in front, doesn't take the mark. Neither does Rickett. Lovett gets down, gets the ball up. Now he's tackled, brought to ground. Players converge on him, and again, there's going to be another ball up. So we've gone 28 minutes. First quarter. North Geelong a 1-goal 4. Bell Post Hill 1-goal 2.
So ball up in attack for the Magpies. They're mostly attacking in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Ball spills to the front of the pack for DeSando. Can't pick it up right. Can no. 40 out. Right foot kick. And I think he's missed that as well.
Yeah, he has.
Sprayed another one. So they go to 1-5-11 now, North Geelong. They lead Bell Post Hill 1-8. And 12 to kick in. Kicks into Zulix. 1-on-1 with Parker, who goes up. Oh, great more. Nearly took a great mark. Couldn't take it with him. Zulix, though.
Oh, look out. Yeah, well gone, son.
Went
Deliberate.
to the boundary line, and it is deliberate. So free kick, North Geelong, 55 out from goal.
Now, if Luke Parker takes it, he could just about
He's
drill
not
it.
going to.
Lockie
He's
Wright.
going to Lockie Wright.
Lockie Wright will take the free kick.
I reckon Parker would have nearly dobbed it.
He would have. He chips the ball to Pittman, and it's a good kick too. He takes the mark, 35 out, close to the boundary line, but on the right side for a left footer. And he's half a shot here, Jamie Pittman, with the aid of the breeze coming across his shoulder. Kicking to the south end of the ground.
Now remember, if it goes across the face of goal, it could still be a goal.
Yeah, that's right. So Jamie Pittman comes in. Pretty good. Does it come back far enough? Not far enough, and through for one behind. So they go to 1-6-12 North Geelong. They lead Bell Post Hill 1-8. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 29.5 minutes played.
Fair bit of dominance by North Geelong on the scoring, but unfortunately their majors are few and far between. So 1 goal each, and the ball is out in the half of back line. It's a good bit of play, because it ends up with Wood just forward of his centre wing. So Wood now, his options are to go long, target towards Swennerson. He puts his hand up at ground level. The ball is picked up there by Turner. Went looking for a teammate. Unfortunately, the only teammate there was a North Geelong player, and it ends up now with the hand of Page, who's intercepted the handball, and he goes long into the forward line. Tar runs himself under the ball, back of the contest. Again, Swennerson doesn't read the flight too well. Bryant puts himself, picked up there. Running into goal is Lentini. And he has got a goal right on the siren. Has it been allowed to the umpire?
Yes, it has. He's signalled all clear.
So it's 2 goals, 2 to Bell Post Hill. 14, they lead North Geelong on 1 goal, 6-12. And at quarter time, goal kickers will be 1 to Sam Clark, and for Bell Post Hill, Rob Wood and Matt Lentini.
So it's 2-2-14. Bell Post Hill leading North Geelong 1-6-12 at quarter time. We'll take a break, back with the second quarter of our Matchday Live coverage, the 2014 GDFL Grand Final.